Hi, and welcome to Open Chest with me, GIRN, where I have intimate and provocative conversations with some of today's most prolific pop culture icons, rebels with a cause, and everyday people like you and me. Travel with me to the City of Angels and take your front row seat for intelligent, provocative, relevant insights into the minds of innovators in fashion and beauty, film and television, music and media, and so much more. Are you ready? AJ, there's a ton of stuff you've done, but I have to tell you one thing that I found really, really interesting and inspiring was the YouTube video on your channel that you put up talking about your scars.
Thank you.
Yeah, and
that means a lot to me.
I'll tell you why, because I want to tell you how I feel about it, but then I
Okay.
want you to tell me, kind of if I'm on the right track.
Okay, yeah, tell me. I'm
Yeah.
curious to hear what you think about it.
Okay. So I feel that was an important moment for you to maybe tell the world or share with the world, but I don't know if it's so much about that as it was for you to say to yourself that, you know what, every imperfection that we have as humans are what, once we identify them and accept what they are, they actually make us perfect human beings.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
So and it's kind of important for someone like you in your place in kind of the public domain to be able to make that statement and mean it and be authentic about it.
Yeah,
right?
I didn't realize the impact of it. I really did it selfishly. I did it because I just was sick of hiding it, and I just thought, let me just put it out there so if I'm ever on a red carpet again and people want to know what the heck those are, what those scars are on my leg or my arm, they can just Google it and it'll be there, and I can't hide from it anymore. And that's why I did it. But the impact of it has been incredible.
Yes.
I mean, the moms who have even talked to my mom about it, who have gone to my mom and just been like, your daughter's thing, like, really helped my daughter, and I didn't expect that at all. So that's been very cool.
So tell me why you felt you had to hide it, and then tell me why you felt you needed to put it out there.
I think it's really interesting because I've always loved other people's scars. I've always thought that they were really cool, and I've always loved other people's imperfections. And as a producer, I can look at talent and identify what's going to make them unique and what's going to make them stand out. And so I've always appreciated that. But it's funny when it comes to you, like when it comes to myself, I'm much more, it's so much easier to see that in other people and help produce other people. But I never had anyone doing that I think maybe because I was my own producer for so long and never had anybody. And for people who aren't on TV, sometimes you have that best friend who helps you and sometimes you don't. And so for me, I just never had anyone around to really, what's funny and I'm going to be completely honest here, is I always loved my scars. Always did. I always thought they were cool. I always really, really, really love them.
They're kind of sexy, girlfriend.
Thank you. I think they're super rad.
Yeah.
But I just didn't want to share it with the public. I just felt like that the public is so unbelievably gracious at times and so unbelievably mean at other times, and that is something that that as someone in the public eye, I truly believe that you pick and you choose what you put out there. That's why I have no sensitivity when like you see celebrities going to go shopping or going to a restaurant and they're like, no paparazzi, no photos. If you wanted to go to that restaurant without being photographed, you could do that.
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely.
So I feel like you pick and you choose what you put out there. And I like my scars. I didn't feel like I wanted to put them out there for everyone to judge.
Fair enough.
I just don't know how much, as a woman who is already criticized for everything in the public eye, that I could handle that. I just didn't know if my own self-confidence could handle that. And I know that I go on, but I'm going to tell you this one really quick story because I think it might give you a little bit of perspective. I used to teach English to newly arrived Afghan immigrant children who had come here during the war. My mom was part of a program that helped women, especially widowed women, come here with their children. And there was a group of young Afghan children that I was helping, and one of the little girls was dyslexic and extremely hard to manage. She was the youngest of, I think, 12 kids, and just had gone through a lot in the refugee camps in Pakistan. And for some reason, her and I just got along. So I would work one-on-one with her. And I think at the time she might have been 5 or 6. She was very young. But we were going through vocabulary, and we were on the letter P. And we did come to the word, and I remember the story because of the word you used, but we came to the word perfect. And she looked at me, and she didn't say much, unless she was screaming about something. But she looked at me and she said, "You're perfect." And I'm like, "You stupid kid, like, why would you ever say that? There's like no reason for you to say that." And I was like, "Why?" I was like, "Why?" As her teacher, I'm like, "Why? Why do you think that?" And, you know, and she's small, and she looked at me, and she pointed at my hair and my eyes, and she pointed at my scar on my arm. And I thought that was really interesting because she has burn marks. And obviously and so do her brothers and her sisters, and, you know, I think that one of the things that I love the most about my scars is that it made me real, and it made me relatable. And I was in the midst of getting plastic surgery actually on my arm after my car accident. And I had the option of actually removing most of my scars, so there would be very little left. And I chose not to because of that conversation. And so I've always loved my scars. It's just putting it out there is, no matter what, is a really scary thing.
Absolutely. You just said something that I think is really, really poignant, and I feel is courageous and brave, and just kind of exemplifies who you are as a woman. And you made a decision that you didn't want to remove the scars.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because it's almost like a psychological state of being when you make that statement.
Yeah.
That I don't want to remove the scars that have brought me to where I am today.
Exactly.
Right?
And I didn't talk about that in my YouTube video, and I didn't talk about the little girl and all that, but I think that was a huge moment. That was a bigger moment for me than even the YouTube video was, for sure, because we do have tattoos. You know, people get tattoos. I have a tattoo. Everyone you know, and they're to remind you of moments in your life and for courage. And it's funny that scars in society, especially scars on women, are seen as ugly and not beautiful. And, you know, the amount of comments I honestly get on social media about my scars, it's horrendous. Like, it's heartbreaking to me that I would ever have a daughter that would have to deal with that.
Right.
But when you think about what scars are, like that accident for me, and their war, you know, their battle scars, it's like, it reminds you of your own war that you went through and what you accomplished. And so just like a tattoo that you might get a symbol of courage or strength, I mean, I really do feel, and at the risk of being cheesy, that they are God's tattoos. So I embrace mine, yeah.
I love it.
Thank you.
Oh, I love it. What a beautiful statement. You're such a beautiful person, and I wish I could go on and on talking to you forever. I want to bring you back so we can talk so much more about what you believe in. You inspire me, and I'm so happy that we had the opportunity.
I hope that you know how many women you inspire, especially in the South Asian community. I mean, what you're doing is groundbreaking, and it really is inspirational to all of us too.
Thank you,
Keep
sweetheart.
fighting the good fight.
Yeah, I have to do.
Yeah.
It's, you know what it is with me. People say, like, you know, why do you do what you do? And I say, I don't know. All I know is that I'm compelled to do this.
Good. Keep going.
That's it.
Yeah, keep going, because your energy is indisputable.
Thank you. I adore you. Can't wait for all the rest of the magnificent waves in your life.
Thank you. I hope there's big ones to come.
Big ones, fabulous ones, just like you.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, this is Open Chess TV with me, Raj GIRN. If you like the chat that you just finished watching, I really hope that you will subscribe to my channel for more intelligent, provocative, relevant conversations with some of your favorite celebrities.